Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to Saturday Night InSaNiTy, the same time we were on for the past 4 weeks. Right now, today. Totally was on the past 4 weeks, yep. Oh, double me. Hi, how's it going? Pretty good. How about you? Awesome, can't complain. All right, well, let's give this a shot here. Let's go. Where's the boys? Where's the boys? The boys are here somewhere. There's the boys. Hey, boys.
Hi.
How's it going, boys?
How's it going?
Hi. What's up? Feels like 20 years since we did this.
That camera's screwing up big time. Let's close that. Yes, 4 weeks. Feels like 20 years. Damn time dilation effect.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thanks, Stout Man.
You're welcome. That should be a big improvement. Should be a big improvement.
Yeah.
A shotgun mic.
Thanks, Manic Prime. So we're getting a flood of subscriptions here.
As it should be.
Yes, please. Open the floodgates.
Currently, if you haven't subscribed before Tuesday and Isaac, you can get your sub for $2.50 instead of $5.
Yeah.
$2.50.
Thanks, Teh Angel.
Instead of splitting, like, they normally split the $5, but instead of splitting it, it all goes to the streamer this month. Just so you guys know. So you're actually helping them out.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. Wow,
and
these guys...
it's been extended to the 18th of October, but
yeah,
only right now.
These guys know more about how I make money online than I do.
That's true.
Why does that not surprise me?
Yeah. Wow.
It's Sean.
Cool. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate you looking out for this here streamer type person dude thing.
We always look out for the old Z-Man.
The old Z-Man. I don't mind if you lose the
emphasis
old
on
part.
old.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to, but he won't leave. Oh wait, hi, you're still here.
Oh, wow. So I guess nobody has any pickups.
I actually only have 4.
Wow.
What do you think? Made of money or something?
4, 5, 6. I actually only have 7.
To be able to get something, even just one thing.
The reason,
like
the reason
month,
being,
really.
Basically, all the stuff that would have been pickups has already been in update videos. So what's the point? You've already seen it all. Yeah.
Well, maybe they want to talk about
well, I'm not pulling all that stuff off the shelf again just for you.
Well, it was not just for me, man. What about other people who... Okay, fine.
Well, they can watch the damn video.
And ironically, on my pick.
I got stuff. I got cool tech stuff.
Ooh. Tech stuff.
Yeah, man. Well, you're seeing and hearing part of it now.
Oh,
I got a tripod and a shotgun mic for the phone, so nice. I should look and sound a lot better.
Yeah, it sounds and looks way better. We're not constantly seeing into your brain via your nostrils.
Yes.
Terrifying.
And the other part of it is, after 7 years, my Yeti bit the dust.
Oh, yeah.
So I got a brand new Rode NT USB microphone.
Nice.
So I'm really impressed with the sound of it. It's got the same capsule as one of their XLR microphones.
Yeah.
So it's just absolutely tremendous. It's 16-bit, 4,800 kilohertz, which is like
48,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed it sounds like considerably better than what you were using before. Like it's a huge improvement for sure.
Yeah,
so,
well, thanks.
Good job.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so those are my big things, and then as usual, the Batman comics keep a flowing.
Ah, yes. Good.
Because I have this subscription for the DC Rebirth, so I'm still looking for a way to do like comic reviews because I don't have a scanner, and finding like actual pictures of stuff is difficult. So
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times you can at least find covers through Google image search, but interior art tends to be a little more scarce. If you're wanting to like show a particular splash page, or like, oh, you gotta see this part, it was so awesome, or whatever. But I tend to just use covers for a lot of my comic reviews, and sometimes I'll go a little farther and dig up panels and stuff that I want to spotlight. But
that is true. I guess I was kind of envisioning them the same way I do my TV breakdowns, but I guess comics don't necessarily have to be that way, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it helps, and people certainly do like visual, visuals to help illustrate what you're talking about, like if it's a particular part. Like, for example, with the Halloween movie reviews this year, I'm including a lot more pictures. Sort of a mix of, poster art, publicity pictures, screenshots, whatever, just to kind of add a little bit of something instead of just me sitting there talking to the camera for 20 minutes. And I noticed a lot of other reviewers do that as well. Like, they'll just use stills rather than clips. And, the copyright police seem to be okay with that.
That's what I've been doing. And according to the analytics, it helps because audience retention's up to 75%. So.
That's cool.
Tell me what I was doing. I'm finally 100% focused on the show now.
Yay! I have no idea what you were doing, but yay!
I was making a magic deck.
I, similarly, have a slightly different setup. Instead of my desk stand, I've actually busted out one of my mic stands and just have the mic there. The main reason being, it was much easier to position it over in the Halloween set with the actual mic stand. I could move it around a lot easier.
Your mother's a mic stand.
So, basically using that. And I didn't want to disassemble it and put it all on the desk stand again, so I was like, I'm just going to move it over here.
No disassemble.
No disassemble, Johnny 5.
That's right.
I'm getting a boom arm as well. I'm looking very forward to it because with my vocals in particular, I always have to crank the volume up to like 100.
Yeah.
So I'm looking very forward to actually having the mic in front of my mouth instead of on the table.
Subscribe, please.
Yeah, for sure.
Boom, subscribed.
Yay. Clear. Obviously not to me. I didn't get a notification, but I'm sure whoever you subscribe to appreciates it.
When the mic on
I didn't hit the thing, did I? Oh, God. One second.
I was waiting for it, and it's like...
Also...
Oh, it won't let me do it.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, well. I subscribed. I forgot to hit the thing that I'd alert people that you was subscribing. Oh. That's my only...
And Dale still subscribed.
That's okay. I believe you.
You better, motherfucker. It happened.
And thank you.
But and the mic on this is also a Rode too, by the way.
So what else did you guys get this week?
JL, you need to hit the thing before you, like, as you're subscribing. It doesn't.
Yeah, once you've done it, it's too late.
Yeah, you can't do it after the fact. But thank you. Like, you basically just did exactly what Skinslip just did, apparently.
Yeah, it's really easy to do, just so you know.
Yeah.
You'd think that would be on by default, and that you would have to deselect it.
I think there's a way to make it default. I just don't. It's probably in your settings.
Like whenever you install a piece of software and it tries to install McAfee with it.
Yeah, I'll look at my settings. I bet you there's a default.
So I don't. Did we want to just go straight into pickups because it's been so long?
Might as well.
Did you guys have a pile of stuff?
Might as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All like 4 or 5 things.
All right. I've got 7. That's just because I didn't get around to doing a Friday Night Friday update this week. I kind of got busy.
I've got 17 or 18. I don't remember the count.
Holy shit. Okay.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
Well, let's start with you, Zach. We'll go reverse alphabetical.
All right. All right. First up, I got this shirt.
Led Zeppelin.
Nice.
Led
Zipper links.
It's tie-dye too, so I knocked out 2 birds with one stone. One is a Zeppelin shirt, and I wanted a tie-dye shirt. Boom.
Well, there you go. Tie-dyed Zeppelin. Boom.
Yep. And then family video haul from like 2 different family videos.
Nice.
Good Night Mommy on DVD. because no Blu-ray was for sale and it was $1.50.
Oh.
And it had a big sticker on it that said, "This movie is subtitled."
The Deep South, ladies and gentlemen. They need to advertise that very clearly.
The Deep South in the southern part of Illinois, which is in the north.
That's right. So south.
Skin Slip, I know, likes this one. Girl with All the Gifts.
Oh.
He just left too, but yeah, I love that movie.
Fucker's not here.
Very good.
Okay.
Girl with All the Gifts is amazing.
Don't Breathe.
Ooh.
That one was okay.
No promises. That's everything. Okay.
But then how will I breathe?
So happy and I'm so happy I got this one too because it was $1.50 as well, and I haven't had it at all. So, Observe and Report, the good Mall Cop movie from 2000.
That's a really good price. Wow.
It had the slipcover, but it was so sun-dried and faded and fucking like it crumbled in my hand when I picked it up.
Yeah.
Another Year, which has good actors and a good director behind it, so I picked it up. It was cheap.
Very nice.
Blair Witch.
I still need to get that.
I like this one.
That's why you guys were
I liked the first two.
talking about
all
it.
the back lore.
And then all I had to see was Guy Pearce on the cover, and it's a Western. Brimstone.
Oh, nice.
Now for online hauls.
Okay.
Black Dog.
Cool.
Great
The Black
trucker
Dog runs at night.
exploitation movie.
I never saw that one.
Runs at night.
Anything with Swayze in it, man.
A Monster Calls.
You frozen.
That movie will
There
make
we
you
go.
cry.
Okay.
Sean needs to watch
Oh,
that
yeah.
movie.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was bawling in the theater.
Nice.
Sean will be just like, man,
Jelly.
tears.
Sean and Rosie will watch it together.
Awesome.
Everything.
I'll have to watch that.
The Edge of
Everything is
17, which is an amazing like modern day teen movie. Like it's actually a good one.
Cool.
I don't believe you.
I like the actually good ones.
Picture it didn't happen.
I haven't seen this one yet. It was part of the
Dude,
BOGO
there's a whole
from Best
movie.
Buy.
How many picks do you need?
Okay, sorry about that.
Nocturnal
Animals, which
I thought I
which
read
looks
Nocturnal.
really good. So
Nocturnal emissions.
Tommy Boy
Nocturnal
with Lions.
Hey!
What do you call it? Bambi with
And it
lines.
has
Oh,
Boy with Lions.
yeah.
There it is.
And it has
Thanks,
and it has
JL.
film cells.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yay! Thanks,
nice.
Gail.
Accidentally unplugged my fucking headphones. Shit.
Leon the Professional in 4K, starring
Oh, I
Jean
love that movie
Reno.
so much.
directed by Luke
Awesome.
Benson.
The theatrical
Yay.
cut is
I love
so
Luke
much better.
Benson.
Shut the fuck up. Like, shut
Close
up.
Encounters 4K.
The theatrical
Nice.
cut is so much better.
That'd be like
more.
one of the first 4K ones I buy.
I mean, the studios wouldn't interfere if they didn't know what they were doing.
Right.
Wonder Woman 4K.
The theatrical cut was so much better.
Shut the
No,
ET's
seriously,
a motion
shut
blur
up.
edition.
Oh, look at all that lenticularness.
Nice.
Yeah, 4K.
It's so animated.
Stout.
Yep.
It's a shame they didn't include the walkie-talkie cut. They really should put the walkie-talkie cut on there because the walkie-talkie cut needs to be in high def because it's not in high def yet. The walkie-talkie cut.
You did that perfectly, Stout. I looked at the picture in the chat first, and then I looked over at your camera.
Oh, here you go.
Doing the same exact fucking thing.
Under your settings on Twitch, under Twitch Prime, there's a post subscriptions checkbox there that
Ah.
says post your free subscription notification in the video. There you go.
Okay, there you go.
Get out. Automatically
You got
checked
it.
out. Sorry to interrupt you, Zach. I came across
Last one up, Margot, which is a locally made movie. It's awesome. Go
Ooh.
buy it.
Never heard of it.
Cool.
Cool.
I
That's it.
certainly have no problem
That's
watching made films for sure.
All right. Well, going back one in the squares here. Razman, what else you got?
Well, I went over mostly everything, but the headphones are also new
Okay.
because
Yeah.
I can't I can't stand earbuds.
Yes.
So I got like full on headphones.
I agree.
For the,
Same.
but yeah, that's basically it. Like all the entertainment budget I would have spent had to go to actual equipment to be able to function to make videos.
We all know that feeling. We've all had to do that.
We've all lost that
sacrifice.
love and feeling for earbuds.
Jesus Christ.
I haven't. I prefer them.
You weirdo.
Well, that's because you're a unique...
I'm sorry, the fucking over-ear headphones hurt my ears because I'm
Hey,
Dumbo.
You are
wrong with being a weirdo? You
a
shouldn't.
unique beast.
Being a weirdo is awesome.
You know, you can get extra large cans that would even cover
They
your
still hurt.
ample ears. No. Okay, then. Fine.
Ah,
And
Welcome,
Cass is
Cass.
here.
I bonked my knife.
A wild Cass stumbles into the room.
Literally.
Bumps.
When I only won the contest, little elf.
What the hell was my... Hang on.
Alright, who's next on pickups?
I don't know what you're doing, but okay,
Train going.
Stout. You're next.
It's gonna take forever.
Trying to get my webcam to work.
Okay.
First off, I got a new shirt.
Oh, sweet.
It's
Awesome.
That's freaking awesome.
Time for the win.
Oh my God, Cass, get your shit together.
Sorry.
Oh wait,
We're trying to do
Oh,
pickups
hold-
here.
stop, hold on one quick sec, dude. I forgot one, and
Oh.
I gotta tell Sean this one because he'll be
Hold
happy.
Okay.
Earthworm Jim.
The complete series?
Yeah, complete series. Yes.
Nice. I
Yes.
remember having that blazing row with that stupid lady on Amazon who insisted it was a bootleg because the case smelled funny. It's like
Oh,
it's
no.
Smell
not
like
Ciggies.
ciggies.
It's just cheap.
I knew you were
It's
gonna say
just
that.
a cheap plastic that they
There we
use to keep the price down.
It's low quality plastic. That's why
Yeah.
it's also probably really cheap and flimsy.
Exactly.
Probably
Therefore,
cracks. when
therefore, it's a bootleg to the point
It says
where
the disc is made in Mexico.
to it.
Sorry to interrupt, but I just want to show this before I dig in. My pickup.
Very nice.
Fuck you.
Thank you for not putting barbecue sauce on it.
Enjoy
That'd
the
be something.
indigestible veggies.
Hey, it just makes shitting more fun tomorrow.
They come out
Yeah.
looking exactly the same as they went in.
I don't remember eating corn.
I've
But yeah,
actually literally had
so-
that recently where I was like, I did not eat corn. Where the fuck did this corn come from?
So this stupid lady actually reported the Earthworm Jim release to Amazon to the point where they took it off Amazon and like put it on indefinite hold for months because she wouldn't shut up about it being a bootleg, and it was a perfectly legit release the whole time. So, yeah, fuck you, lady. And
Well, similar.
after
Sorry.
after it was conclusively proven to yes actually be legit, oh surprise, surprise, she deleted her whole comment thread.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. Well, it's funny
Stupid.
because a similar thing
That's what
actually happened
manufactured in
to
Mexico.
the Secret World of Alex Mack, which I guess is that new since I was here last. That might be. That was August 1st release. But anyway, that's a similar thing happened with that because that has a misprint on the slipcover where it has 2 Ks on one side.
Oh.
So people were reporting that as a bootleg. Oh, they misspelled Mac. It must be a bootleg.
Yeah.
Like, look at the freaking release. It says No Creek all over it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Are you blind, people?
Not
You know?
bootleg, just crappy quality control.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
See,
So,
go.
Stout. Hang on.
I also got
Stout. Okay.
got the shredder cup.
Nice.
Oh, that's so cool.
It came
I love
in
those
the,
cups. That's a tumbler.
TNT glass.
It's like a pint glass.
And then I got this for like $8.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice, Monster. You.
Haven't seen
I
it.
Nice.
still haven't seen the first one.
Oh, the first one's really good, dude.
Yeah. No.
Really good. Rosie
Yeah,
will
it is.
fucking love it. I'm sure she's
Oh, I'm
already
sure.
seen it.
And then this is like the holy grail item I got.
Nice.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Now, question.
Yes.
Does it have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas?
Yes.
Fucking
It
A.
also has Garfield on the Town and Garfield in Paradise.
Oh, sweet. These aren't even remotely holiday specials, but cool.
It's just the other specials, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's two of the other ones. There's like 12.
Yeah, I think do it for like $50 to $80.
Yeah, I luckily got them as they came out, so
I really want it.
I love them. They're
This
great.
one was really disturbing.
Oh, I really want to see that.
I said, okay.
I really want to see that.
I own it. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, man.
Was it good though? At least.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't have gotten it if it wasn't.
Well, you said it was disturbing. I thought maybe you bought it and then saw it. So I mean, you know.
Yeah, well, there are levels of disturbing I'm okay with. Knock Knock, which I watched the other night, like,
Really want to see that too.
it's good. I have to say it's good, but it's a level of disturbing I really don't want to watch again. So,
I don't like The Lobster.
No, I love The Lobster, dude. I want to watch the shit out of that again.
I've been waiting to get this one forever.
VHS 2.
since
I
Yeah,
still
need
need
that
to see.
still.
I need to see those as well.
Oh, you'll love those.
I'm
Especially
sure I
the
will.
one with the eye. The one with the eye.
No.
So watch
The
that
one
with
with the eye will
Cass, eh?
fuck you up,
Okay.
dude. It will. You won't be able to sleep.
Excellent.
I don't remember.
Does it have a spear scene that I need to rewind?
No, there's no Skierstein. I'm sorry to inform you.
There's no spear scene, an entire thing about an eye. So there you go.
Amazon accidentally put this at below $10 last week, and I got it.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Was that actually a mistake?
I think it was.
Not supposed to go that low?
It was not that price anymore. So.
Stout
wow.
gets that before Sean and I both get it.
It was actually a Prime flash sale, apparently.
It was?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got it
didn't
too.
say
Though.
anything about that.
Oh.
I know because you're looking at that page, not the flash sale page,
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, it was. I flash sale a couple hours up and then it's gone. I mean, I bought mine too. Mine's in the mailbox. So
This may have also been a flash sale then. Starship Troopers 4K. This just came out, and it was also under $10.
Nice.
that's kind of nuts, to be fair.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Also, isn't it out of print now?
What?
It just came out.
Yeah, but oh no, what was 4K was out of print that we were.
Blade Runner.
Oh, Blade Runner is out of print right now, temporarily. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blade Runner just came and went. Like, it just
the
disappeared.
movie's about to come out. I have no doubt it's
I
going to at
mean-
least get reprinted at some point.
Yeah.
You know?
I also got Blair Witch
Nice.
because I wanted to watch it and do a review of the Blair Witch movies.
That's usually a good reason to get a movie because you
Yeah.
want to watch it.
And I watched it last night, and it was pretty good. I liked some of the things they did. I didn't think it was perfect, but it was acceptable.
All right.
And then, last thing I'm going to show is something that I'm sure JL will be very happy about. 'Cause I didn't say I was going to get this, but I got it anyway.
Hey, there you go, ET4K. You know, that should really have the walkie-talkie cut. It's a shame it doesn't have the walkie-talkie because we don't have the walkie-talkie cut in HD. But
Zoom.
we should really get it in HD because we don't have it in HD, and it should be on Blu-ray in HD.
Gee,
This
and
is
you know,
what it would be like.
Steven Spielberg loves it too.
Yeah, it's Steven Spielberg's
God.
favorite version. He said that many times. He's very proud of the changes he made.
Just choke on 1,000 gallons of horse cum right now. Choke on
It's like poetry.
fuck.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
My favorite
I mean, that bathtub scene just adds so much to the entire ET experience.
Freeze, or I'll
I
call
like
it
that
in
part.
dispatch.
I was just gonna say I love when they point their walkie-talkies menacingly at the escaping kids. It's great. I've got him in my sights. Yeah, why are you screaming into your walkie-talkie and holding it like a rifle, you weirdo?
I will send interference in his distance.
Okay.
I love South Park on that.
Doesn't seem to be having any
Well,
effect.
this one has more
You're going
code
to
on
die
it.
of a tumor in 40 years.
The hissing, it has no effect.
It's mildly annoying, but that's about it.
This one has the more.
You're like, wow, that is mildly annoying.
It's like, what was I talking about? My friend Tom. Like, what if you're like, we were playing this game where you get like superpowers, and you could pick your superpowers, and you had like 12 levels. You'd start at like level 1, and so he wanted the power to like shoot electricity out of his fingers. So he's like, okay, starting at level 1, it's basically like a static shock. It's like, oh, like,
It sounds like Heroes of
ow,
the
Equivalent to
ow, stop that.
It sounds like
Stop
Heroes
that.
Unlimited stuff.
Stop that, that's annoying.
Spend points and get superpowers and shit.
Or it's like the Family Guy where they all get superpowers, and Meg's power is the ability to grow her nails quickly. So all she does is just scratch somebody, and it's like, ow, that sort of hurt a little bit.
Yeah, is it bleeding?
Sort of hurt a little bit.
Oh, not bleeding. Ouch, though.
All right, who's next?
Me.
The gamer du garbage.
Aha.
All the way at the end.
What are your
Louis Anderson.
low pickups?
My left pickups are digital here, so let me share
For some
that.
reason, all the way at the end.
Digital pickups.
So the first one here is Riggs Mechanized Combat League.
Oh.
It is the
Is there a
VR.
Murtaugh variant?
Shut up.
it is a VR game, obviously. I have it in my VR catalog.
Okay, what is it?
It is not that.
It is literally. Brrr. I was just doing an impression of engine brakes for you.
Yes, Major Matoko is right. Riggs, if you are a PlayStation Plus subscriber, it is free, which is why I have it.
Nice.
It is. Think of like if Pacific Rim was like an esports league game, like Rocket or something like that. Except it's mechs in VR.
Oh, so it's nothing about trucks. Well, so much for my joke.
No.
I guess mechs could have engine brakes.
It's like bodysuits. They're not very big mechs.
Oh,
As you
okay.
can kind of see in the picture a little bit. You can kind of see what mechs look like a little bit.
Oh god, this one's got boobs. They gotta cover up.
So there's that. That was the VR pickup.
Uh-huh.
The next one I got is I got Sonic Mania.
Yes, I really want that.
Me too.
I'm having a lot of fun with this. If
Looks
you're
amazing.
any kind of fan of Sonic, you have to own this.
Well, and like old school original Sonic in particular.
Yes, it
because
looks played feels like old school original Sonic.
it's basically the real Sonic 4.
Yeah, pretty much. It's and the interesting thing about this is this was not made like the base game itself, the assets, and pretty much most of the game was made by independent developers. This was not a Sega product.
Holy shit, Brandon.
Put some oil in your chong.
I need a new chair. Chair costs too much. I need an ergonomic chair.
It was not a Sega product.
I need a new chair.
Independent developers. Developers. Wow, we are such nerds.
I like how we both had the same thought.
Like, instantly, yeah.
Because Sean tries to jokingly overdo the hijacking and then just hijacks himself.
Pretty much.
There you go. So yeah, Sonic Mania, awesome. You can, I think it's on Xbox One. It's on PS4. I believe it's on PC also.
It is. Yeah, it's on Steam.
Yeah, you can get it on Steam, and it's not expensive. I think it's like $20.
Yeah, it's like
And
20
it plays
bucks.
it plays just like the old Sonics too.
It looks
oh,
like
yeah.
the old Sonic also.
It looks and plays. It is an old school Sonic
It
game.
is all
Good,
Yeah.
good, because
Yeah.
I couldn't play any of the so-called new Sonics, so
Yeah.
that is good news.
Yeah, it is on Switch also. If you have a
Yep.
Nintendo.
Oh,
Switch.
there you go.
It's on like every fucking game system.
Yeah, it's on every platform out there.
Smartly. It's on every. It's on
Basically,
Unity. I'm thinking it's made in Unity, which is
They finally
bonus
said, like,
Unity.
let's just stop trying to reinvent Sonic and go back to what actually works.
I mean, that's why so many games are made in Unity because it's
What
it's
people
cross-platform.
actually like. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next one, obviously, the big one I've been playing lately is the sequel to Destiny, Destiny 2.
Yes.
Destiny 2!
Which only plays on the non-pro PS4, apparently, which is why he still hasn't sent it to me. And I'm guessing he's not going to send it for a very long time because he's playing Destiny 2 on it now.
You'll be happy to know I am back on my Pro.
Oh, okay.
I already got it back. I got it back, I think, last week.
But does Destiny 2
I just got
on it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does. They fixed it.
It plays just fine. Yeah,
good.
pretty much. What I found out was because I had an original run model. I bought the Pro not long after it was announced.
Yeah.
And the first production models, that there was a time period where when they were stamping the APUs, which is accelerated processing units, or all-in-one processors for people who don't know what they are. Graphics and CPU all in one. There was a flaw with the printings for those processors for just a short period of time. So like not all the systems, but a good chunk of them, where they were functionally fine. As you know, I've had my Pro for a little while, not a full year, but like 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
And it played just fine. I just didn't have any games that were PS4 Pro enhanced yet, and Destiny 2 is technically next to Horizon Zero Dawn, and actually in No Man's Sky also, were like the first enhanced games that I owned.
Yeah.
And No Man's Sky like froze every so often, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. It wasn't until this game where I couldn't play it for more than 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And it would just instantly freeze and give me this consistent error code every time.
Use that part of the processor.
And yeah, and what it turned out is it was activating the flaw in these processors when it would try to do all the Pro enhanced features.
That sounds exactly like what happened with GTA 4 when it came out. Like there was certain releases of PS3 that had a flaw similar to that, and I guess not very many games utilized that function of the GPU or whatever it was. So, but GTA did. So as soon as it hit that, it was like the whole thing would just lock up. Like the whole system would just freeze. So
that's
basically,
exactly the same thing here. And there was
Sony,
was a huge uproar.
I was just gonna say Sony was taking the PS3s in, fixing them or replacing them, no questions asked. It's like, it's the GTA 4 thing. Okay, send it in. We'll send you the box. And that was that.
Major Motoko, to answer your question, he was asking if, do you know if the demo for Destiny 2 had the same flaw? Yes, it did. And this was an issue that was being worked on since the beta of Destiny 2. They were having the same crashing issues back then. This was now 4 or 5 months ago. And it turned out it wasn't something that Bungie could fix. It's something that Sony needs to fix. And apparently they have, in a way. There's some kind of, I don't know how they did it, but it's some kind of patch update that somewhat fixes the issue. But I would say as long as you don't have an original run PS4 Pro, like you didn't buy it like the first 6 months it was out, you are good. It'll run just fine. Yeah. For once, that's not me.
No, it's me.
Oh.
They're like right outside my window and I can't get rid of it.
Oh, okay. So, I thought someone was just really bored by Eric's story about.
Yeah.
No,
No, I like how he perked up like it's not me. No, that was not my infamous basement cricket that I had for 2 fucking weeks.
That was hilarious.
Wait, where is the cricket coming from?
It's coming from Raz. It's outside his window, apparently.
Oh, Raz has a cricket now? Son of a...
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. He's a relentless cricket.
Welcome back, Cricket. Long co-host of InSaNiTy, long departed, now returned.
Yes. So what else did you get?
The last one I picked up is Bloodborne.
I
Bloodborne.
thought you got Cuphead, too.
Oh no, yeah, I still have one more.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned that one yet.
Sorry. You said it was the last
Spoilers.
I know, it's the last one for digital on my PS4. But yeah, I picked up Bloodborne. If you obviously know what it is by now. It's Gothic Dark Souls.
Nice.
It's Cthulhu Dark Souls.
Yeah, Cthulhu Dark Souls. That's another
Sweet.
one. And And yes,
Two souls. I like it.
and last but not least, I did pick up Cuphead.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought I had a speck of dirt on my screen, but it was your mouse pointer. I went to flick it off, and then you moved. Like, oh.
Cuphead is so beautiful. Oh my
the
god.
worst
I
mouse
was
fight
just
to
have it
fuck
start.
with somebody with. Make your mouse pointer a speck of dirt.
Oh god.
I keep hearing about Cuphead. Everybody's talking about it. I've not seen it.
Oh,
seen nothing of it.
dude.
You're about to.
It's Fleischer cartoon / Iwerks cartoon, the platforming game. It
Sweet.
looks so
Sold.
good. It's so cool. and
Oh,
hardball.
yes. Holy shit. Sold.
This is what Cuphead
Instantly.
looks like.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely
the intro
sold.
screen. The game is like and everything in the game is hand drawn. So
Every
all your
awesome.
sprite, every pose your sprite does is hand drawn.
Nice.
And when you move, you get the wobbly lines like you're animated. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, so let me go over to.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It doesn't translate well in Google Hangouts.
Yeah.
I know,
one-
but you'll be able
One
to
frame a second, but
You
what
get,
the-
like, the idea.
I think it's like 3 frames a second.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Wall
Look
up.
at that, dude.
This is beautiful.
Right? They
Holy
treated
shit.
this 2 or 3 years ago, and I've been waiting. I thought it was dead. I just thought, and then like they mentioned it last year again. And I was like, oh my god, it's still happening.
Yeah. Nice.
What I like
Oh,
about
yeah.
this the most is the audio design, because
Oh yeah, it also sounds like in 19. It even says copyright 1930.
Co-op mode too,
great.
man. Like
MDHR is the developers of the game, but it says printed in USA.
Nice.
like
Little
it's,
card in the corner.
there's a co-op
That's
mode.
awesome.
It's everything Epic Mickey 2 should have been, basically.
Oh yeah.
Except hard as balls.
Oh yeah. This is. I've. for
Nintendo hard.
It's truly Nintendo hard, but there's those Twitch streamers out there that can like speed run Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Who can do the big Destiny Leviathan raid in like 20 minutes? It's supposed to take like 5 hours or something like that. All these amazing. They're like these pro level gamers.
Mhm.
I watched them try to play this game on Twitch. They cannot get past the first area.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying
And they're like,
Dark
they are
Souls hard.
raging.
Harder than Dark Souls. Fuck Dark Souls. Not even NES hard. Don't even
Well,
give a
they're
shit.
probably used to 3D games as well.
Now look, Dark
They play
like
a lot of 3D games.
Nintendo, you had to have like sometimes pixel perfect jumps, and we're not talking like hard because the controls are sluggish like
No.
Dark Souls. We're talking like responsive controls. The game's just fucking hard.
Yeah.
That's Nintendo
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Dark Souls is not Nintendo.
Well, like pretty much any Super Mario game
Sorry.
has those levels where you have to be completely
Yeah.
perfect, and don't anyone ever dare tell me that a Super Mario game has shitty controls.
Oh, well,
those
oh, no.
games
NES and
define
I like
perfect
like
controls.
The
There's
three
no-
consoles from that generation.
Hey,
NES,
thanks, Black Magic Games.
Nintendo, we will never match that level of responsive controls in games ever
Yeah.
again.
Oh, I know.
Ugh.
It's
We can get
fantastic.
really, really close with games like Cuphead,
Yeah.
but we will never match that.
Yeah.
Like that
it was
is
the perfect.
holy shit.
It was the perfect balance of just enough animation frames to the character to give it character, but without compromising
also
responsiveness.
It also helps that these games back in the 80s and 90s were played on CRT TVs with a 90 hertz refresh rate.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Continue on the pickups, right? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that was it.
Awesome.
Eventually. Not being
Okay.
pushy, but being pushy.
Okay.
pushy.
Okay. So, what did you get, Cass?
I got older.
Okay.
Well, happy birthday.
Skin slip. What did you get?
Well, the first thing nobody gives a crap about is I got magic card gift boxes to hold all my cards because they were in a bunch of random boxes, and I'm like
Nice.
having to. Oh wait, this isn't my red creatures. No.
Organizing is good.
Yeah, I had too many cards to fit in the box too. Anyway, and in the spirit of getting organized, I bought a label maker, which I've already killed an entire label school in like one afternoon,
Like
just
a
labeling
roll,
magic cards.
Uh-huh.
All right, now what everyone gives a shit about, the media.
Yay.
First
Oh, I
up,
can pay attention now.
I got Wonder Woman, like many of you guys. I
Yay.
love this movie. I saw this in the theaters, actually. Pretty
I've
good.
not watched it yet.
My favorite part is when she literally crushes the
Okay, no spoiler. I haven't seen it. Haven't seen it.
When she literally
it's in the trailer, you bitch.
I haven't watched the trailer in like 6 months.
When she literally crushes the patriarchy? Yes, I know.
Want it to be a surprise.
There was no... I'm not ruling anything by saying patriarchy.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Zach.
I know.
I don't care if it's in the trailer. I don't remember the trailer.
Next up, I got The Mummy. I haven't seen it yet. My dad picked it up because he wanted to see it.
That is the Walmart exclusive edition.
Sure.
It has a DVD of extras.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, and like an extra DVD of extras.
Oh.
Or it should.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Well, inside it just has the Blu-ray and the DVD, so if it's might be a exclusively manufactured disc for.
Never mind.
Maybe it's got an exclusive disc. I don't fucking know.
It's that is the Walmart exclusive.
It said it was
cover.
on the. Yeah, it said it was on the plastic.
Yeah, and then it's supposed to have an extra DVD.
30 minutes of extra footage or something like that. But
I don't know where it is. It's 30 minutes of extras on a DVD. Unless
I'm sure it's here.
Yeah. Unless the US version put it on the disc. I don't know. In mine, it was an extra disc.
Yeah, well, anyway, I got it because he wanted to see it, and he's like, do you want Transformers last night? I'm like, no, I'm good. And so he surprised me with this one. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll watch that movie.
That's the nicer cover, too, I think. I don't like the regular cover.
And now the only 5 things I've bought myself this month, because if you guys remember the last time I did SNI, I did that order from Kino Lorber. That was all my fun money for the most part.
Yeah.
But I had picked this up. I paid for this in September, October, August. Brain's collapsing. Hold on. Paid for this in August. It is now September. I finally get it. But this is an upgrade, side grade of the German Blu-ray I have. Now it has all the same special features. This actually has a few new special features, but the only reason I really did upgrade is because that thing was DVD size and this is Blu-ray size. I swear to God, it's got the same cover and everything. I just wanted a Blu-ray size disc. I'm not joking.
Okay.
Fuck that. I'm just gonna give it to somebody who will enjoy it.
OCD.
So this specifically is a Dan O'Bannon film, the writer of Alien and Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
And Dark Star.
Dan O'Bannon's amazing.
Yeah, rest in peace. But this is his I believe this is his directorial debut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
he directed a few things.
Shout Factory put a notice out, and I always save a little bit of money for things like this. They put a notice out that 4 of their Bruce Lee titles were going out of print, so I picked them up. Got the Chinese Connection, and Return of the Dragon, Game of Death, and Fist of Fury.
Nice.
They're all like $10. But they're out of print. So pick them up when you can.
When they're gone, they're gone.
Yep. Next 2 were a gift from my friend Tess. She sent me a gift card. And I got In the Mouth of Madness, which is an upgrade for me finally.
Wait a minute. That's on Blu-ray?
Yeah, it's bare bones.
Yeah.
With oh, sorry, it's got the commentary. But
that is such a boring commentary.
Right?
Yeah. Not because of John Carpenter. He really tries to salvage it, but the guy he's there with is so boring.
Very kiddie, yeah. But it's got the theatrical trailer. It's basically all the special features from the DVD moved over here. The transfer's not that great. I swear to God, I bought this, and now they're going to release it on Scream Factory. The flip cover of that.
Yeah. It's
anyway,
one of the few they haven't done yet.
The next item is a double feature Blu-ray that has just been in my cart for like 5 years. So I'm like, fine. This is what I usually when someone gives me a gift card for like my birthday or Christmas or whatever. This is what I usually do. I buy things that have been sitting in my cart for forever.
Yeah.
The Mouth of Madness has been sitting there since it got a release, and then I picked up Crazy Mary, Dirty Larry, and Race with the Devil. Which, as everyone who knows me, I love Drive Angry. Race with the Devil was the main inspiration for Drive Angry.
Oh, there you go.
Satanists chase these people in Winnebago across country. Because they actually witnessed they witnessed like a satanic ritual on accident. Next, there's one piece from this that's missing. It's just got shipped Thursday, so that will be here in 2 or 3 weeks. This is an order from the UK. I picked up 3 titles from 88 Films. The first is Iron Master, which I had to flip this because it had boobs on the other cover.
I like that cover.
The other cover is way cooler, but it's got boobs.
Okay.
This is an upgrade. I had a DVD from Another World Entertainment out of Sweden, and this is an upgrade of that release. Another upgrade from Another World Entertainment from out of Sweden. Picked up Hands of Steel from 88 Films on Blu-ray.
Nice.
This is the best Terminator sequel. That's also a remake of the arm wrestling movie. Fucking Stallone.
Over the Top.
Over the Top. Yes,
Yeah.
it's Over the Top slash Terminator. And it's a total ripoff of Terminator 2. Oh, sorry. It's a total ripoff of Terminator. In Italy, it's called Terminator 2, or it was at the time, and it came out before Terminator 2 by like 2 years. But
interesting.
Batshit and weird.
Now another
upgrade from DVD, another 88 Films release. I got 2018 After the Fall of New York, which was previously released by Freak Show. So, there's that. What's up? Want to say something?
No,
nothing. I was laughing because I kind of know what that movie is.
Oh, okay.
It's basically like the Italian ripoff of Escape from New York.
Yeah, essentially.
Nice.
So on DVD, Shriek Show released 1990 Bronx Warriors, The New Barbarian in 2018 After the Fall of New York as the post-apocalyptic collection. I have all three of those. This completes upgrading those all to Blu-ray too.
Nice.
Last but not least, the first of 3 limited edition boxes I have on order. The second one, which I talked about, is already on its way, and the third one I put on order, which comes out in November. And that is, first up is a Sinbad limited edition 3-disc set from Indicator out of UK. It comes with
so that has House Guest, First Kid, and Jingle All the Way, right?
Yes.
Definitely.
And it's got Sinbad, Eye of the Tiger.
Nice.
It's got Golden Voyage of Sinbad.
Nice.
It's got Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, because these were all released by Twilight Time, right?
Twilight Time. I have those. I have the Twilight Time ones.
And I didn't want the Twilight Time ones because they were too expensive. This was $35 shipped.
Oh wow, for the set.
For the set, and look how beautiful it comes with a booklet too. This is Arrow quality, by the way.
That's very nice. Yeah.
There's an upstart company that came up to like challenge Arrow Academy and stuff. So
nice.
Yeah, I have the Ray Harryhausen Volume 1 and Volume 2 on order. So.
What's the region?
Region B locked.
Region B locked. Okay.
Yep. But it's only $100 for a Blu-ray player that will play any region.
We know.
We all have it. You're the only one who doesn't.
Just curious.
Actually, oh my God, it's region free. I take it back.
Oh, there you go.
Region free. Boom.
So there you go, folks. If you missed it on the Twilight Time releases, you can get that. Apparently,
by the way, this whole back cover here, all that text, those are just special features.
Awesome.
It's a lot of special features.
I may actually even consider that just for the special features and stuff.
Holy shit, this is a lot of special features. Oh my God, what the fuck? I didn't even look at this when I bought this. I bought it because it was because of the Twilight Time films that I wanted.
Yeah.
I seen them all as a kid, but like I don't remember a goddamn thing about it other than like little snippets. So I'm gonna rewatch them and it'd be great. So it's not like I'm going in blind or anything.
Golden Voyage is the one with Tom Baker as the bad guy.
Yes, and it's got a new and exclusive.
Nice.
With Tom Baker, by the way, it's 37 minutes long.
He basically plays an evil sorcerer.
35 minutes long.
Shazam is the one where Sinbad's the genie.
That's correct.
So yeah, there are 3 interviews on the first disc with exclusive. There's a 90-minute audio-only lecture from John Clare with Ray Harryhausen and producer Charles Schneer.
Oh yeah.
There's an 85-minute long BFI interview with Ray Harryhausen on this.
Nice.
This is Dynamation, which is a 4-minute special or a thing. Let's see here. Anything else that's of note? Harryhausen Chronicles special feature, which is 58 minutes long.
Wow.
There's a whole bunch of stuff on here. Holy crap. Huge booklet. Yeah, good stuff.
So is that the last thing? Or? Okay.
That's all of it.
Cool.
Absolutely all of it.
All right. That's a pretty awesome set to go out on, that's for sure.
I'll flip this cover again now that we're not.
Okie dokie. Angle this up a little bit. I'll try turning the camera on so you guys can see too.
Here, I'll give everyone who's not in the stream. I'll give everyone a peek real quick at the other cover.
Hold on.
Censored with my finger.
Oh,
look how badass.
That's freaking badass. It's like a Boris Vallejo painting.
Yeah, I don't know who did it though.
Reorganizing things a little
Boris
bit.
Vallejo.
Boris Vallejo.
I think that's how it's said.
Vallejo.
Vallejo.
Boris the Gigolo.
Boris Velgeljo.
Yeah. I actually had a calendar of his of just random sci-fi paintings he'd done. It was pretty fucking awesome. Okay, so here's what I got. First up, couple of superhero titles. I too got Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
That's in my mailbox.
I'm the only one that doesn't have it.
Apparently, yeah. I got tired of seeing everybody else getting it, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna get it with my next gift card. So
it was also $8 in the States, so I picked it up.
Yeah, it was not. It was. I missed that. It was 17 when I got it.
Bummer.
What's the best Batman animated movie of all time before, like, the 2000s?
I think it is the best Batman movie of all time, like animated or otherwise.
Wow.
Even better than 89?
Wow.
Yes.
Putting
actually.
it above 89
I think
know,
it's.
man.
I think it's more accurate to the comics.
That's really, yeah. I mean,
Why
it's
do you
really
think
hard.
that?
I really
Oh,
like
okay.
Under the Red Hood, though. I really do.
That one
And Dark
gives
Knight
it.
Returns.
Under the Red Hood gives it a run for the money because that one really just blew me away.
Oh, Under the
I
Red
think the
Hood's
sex
amazing.
scene in the Killing Joke
Dark
is
Knight
the
Returns
best.
and Killing Joke also. Like, oh man, I really like those. Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean,
Killing
yeah,
Joke
but yeah, that's true, Zach. Nothing's really gonna top the Batgirl story in the Killing Joke movie. I mean, that was fantastic. Especially
You
the
can
part
watch a
where
Killing Joke by itself, to be fair. You don't have to watch the whole thing.
especially the part where she bangs Batman on the roof. That was the
But
best.
you can watch a Killing Joke by itself, so it's not so bad.
Yeah, you can. They actually put a chapter stop right where the Killing Joke, the actual Killing Joke adaptation starts.
Yep.
And-
Fuck you, David Lynch. No chapter stops.
That's right.
I hate that. I get it.
So next up, I also picked up Wonder Woman 3D edition, of course.
Nice.
Your cover is different.
It is different, yeah.
I like yours better. Damn it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's a bunch of different editions of this, and they all have different covers.
Totally not double living.
Yeah, I don't care for this cover, so I'm a bit jelly.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
the
I'll
3D
trade you slip covers in a heartbeat.
The 3D edition has that artwork.
Yes. Well, that's what this is. This is the 3D.
Yeah.
3D edition.
Mine was
Is that the
Walmart
same?
edition or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's the same on the actual. Wow, I haven't even opened it yet. Holy shit! I should get on that. Okay, and next up, picked up some more stuff. A couple for Halloween, and a couple just for. Well,
This
probably
is
another Halloween
This is
sometime.
Halloween.
So I'm sick and tired of waiting for them to announce the fucking Legacy set. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm at least gonna watch the first one in high definition. Picked up The Invisible Man.
I had the UK version of that.
There you go.
I love Chevy Chase in that movie.
Yeah, he's great in it.
Yeah, I wish Memoirs would get a fucking Blu-ray. Shit.
I mean, I think Paul Verhoeven did a great job directing this one. It was fantastic.
Holiday Road.
I wish I had a good Blu-ray too. It
Yeah.
did not have a very good release.
What, Hollow Man?
Yeah.
There's a double feature from Mill Creek. That's what I have.
Yeah, it's not very good quality. It's not very compressed.
I haven't watched. I have not seen either movie. I'm actually planning to watch them this
It's on
season.
a single layer disc, so it's like.
And then easily the greatest adaptation of the book ever, with Dario Argento's Dracula 3D,
Oh my god.
with Rutger Hauer as Van Helsing, who apparently can't even afford an actual cross, so he's just got a couple of sticks he's holding together, so, you know, fuck it. It's got boobs in it, who cares?
Power of sticks compels you.
Wait, you saw Argento's
So
Dracula?
That is Argento's Dracula, yeah.
Or did you watch it yet?
Oh, no, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay. I was like, I wanted to hear what you had. I really want to watch that review. So.
I'm going
stoked
to... There will be a review of it. I would say it's on the Halloween list
Yeah,
for this
I'm
year.
stoked. Can't wait.
And then the third of the Synapse Films Hammer Horror later era stuff got Vampire Circus. Because I'm pretty sure this and the other two that I picked up recently, Twins of Evil and Hands of the Ripper, I'm pretty sure they're all going out of print. Because
It's actually been out of print for a while now.
they seem to have very low stock, and I noticed some of them are only available through third-party sellers now. So I got this one through Amazon.com. I got the other two through Amazon.ca. and luckily direct from Amazon, not through third-party
Yeah,
sellers.
at the beginning of the year, they mentioned that they lost the rights to the Hammer stuff. So.
Okay, well, glad I grabbed them. And I think the Warner Brothers ones are going out of print, too, because they only seem to be available through third-party sellers now, too.
I have all those.
Fuck, I don't have any of them. Alright, so next up, I've had the Laserdisc of this for years, wanted to pick up the DVD, finally got it, found out it's 4x3 letterbox, so it's basically the exact same transfer that's on my Laserdisc, but whatever, at least I have it in a more convenient format now. Nadia.
Oh, it's a really older DVD, isn't it?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's just a regular DVD.
Year
but
2000 represent?
it is 2000.
Called that. Look at that cover. I called that shit.
Yeah. Well, this is just the cover. I mean, it's the same on the Laserdisc.
It looks
But,
like a VHS cover, is my point.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, and then finally, to kind of top off the Universal Monsters Fest this year, I had to throw this one in the mix. I still have the animated prequel that Stoudman sent me a while back, Van Helsing. So there you go.
Nice.
We got Hugh Jackman and Kate Beckinsale. I've actually not
Style Blu-ray.
seen this movie since it was in theaters.
Hated it.
Funny enough, I know a lot of people did.
I'm gonna rewatch it because I haven't seen it since theater either.
I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I honestly don't remember too much about it, so I'm looking forward to revisiting it. But
It has huge
I think
action in it.
it has
I think
huge action in it, and Kate Beckinsale. So, but the funny thing is, yes, old school because beyond high definition. Or no, the perfect high def movie experience.
Gen 1 Blu-ray right there.
But this one was, brand new factory sealed, and it had a sticker on it for free movie cash to go see The Mummy in theaters, the new one.
Right.
So,
I was going to say that those were Blu-rays back in the day when they had to tell people that there were ancient movies on the Blu-ray discs.
yeah, I know.
Basically
It wasn't just
pre-2010
obviously
Blu-ray.
apparent.
I liked the ones that said beyond high definition. It's like
I still have a few of
no,
them.
it's not beyond high definition. It just is high definition. Like
That's like
like that is blatantly false advertising. You should not say that.
that is something that always.
Now, if
Always
you want to
irritating
say
French
that
consoles.
Ultra HD is beyond high definition, then you might be right.
Ours is 1081p.
Yeah, that was something that always annoyed a friend of mine. Is when like the new generation of game consoles would come out, and people would still call them the next gen consoles. It's like
I just
no,
realized I was on Skinslip
it's
the
not
whole time.
next gen. It's
Oh.
current gen.
That's true. Next gen hasn't come out yet, hence next.
Yeah. Like the Xbox One X is a next gen console. It's not out yet. It is the future of a console that exists.
Yes.
So yeah, because that term is thrown around so much. This game's coming out on the next gen consoles. It's just like not current new.
No.
We're back.
Okay.
So,
Remastered in 4K on Blu-rays from.
So we're gonna get a new console every 2 years now. Is that the new
Well,
plan?
since we were talking about Basket of Phantasm, I just want to point out to everybody: if you jumped off Gotham, which I wouldn't blame you if you did, but you need to jump back on it with season 4 because everybody's finally getting comic book origin now.
Oh, okay.
And it's
I don't
actually,
care if Ben McKenzie's still on that show. Fuck that show.
4
terrible.
seasons to get the superheroes. Fuck that.
I
Smallville, go fuck yourself.
I agree. I agree. But it's actually, but my point is that they're actually where they should have been from the first day, and
Well,
it's
they-
actually.
But
turned
they
into
were
a
like
really good show.
we were getting origins. Like we got origins for the Penguin and Catwoman and a bunch of other characters in the first couple seasons. Well, like early days for them anyway.
Yeah, well, but now we have Bruce doing his early Batman thing. We have Riddler. We have Poison Ivy.
That's
Like
cool.
the whole slew of them.
Like it's gonna
So-
soon be a Batman show in case everyone's not curious. That's on happening by the way.
It's only taking 4 to 5 seasons to fucking do it.
Hey, that's less than it took Smallville.
I know.
Yes,
Well, they'll take 10
yes.
seasons to not even get there. So.
It took 10 seasons for him to put on the suit once.
And we don't even get to fucking see it.
No.
It's the problem. We don't even get to fucking.
It's blue cheese to go fuck your mother.
Exactly, Joey. You know what I mean.
And I also want to rave about the new DuckTales because
I hear it's really good.
I saw the first episode and it was very good.
Yeah, I've heard it's fantastic.
I've seen every episode, and it's like the perfect mix between the old show and a new reimagining for new generation. And it's also an homage to the Uncle Scrooge comics. So it's just got everything. And freaking David Tennant. I mean, what else can you say?
Really?
Sorry,
Sean
what are
is
you
a
laughing
terrible
at?
person, Raz.
Sorry,
While
I
you were
found.
explaining how awesome the show is,
Okay, I found a. Hold on. I found a fart soundboard, and I clicked one button to hear what I thought would be a single fart sound would be, and it did like a string of 15 of them.
I'm like, really? What the fuck are you doing?
I clicked one thing, and it just would not stop farting.
Wow. Sounds very personal.
I was like, well, apparently Sean thinks that my explanation of the awesomeness of DuckTales is very good.
But no, new DuckTales
So anyway,
very cool.
quick recap. Old stuff, new reimagining for a new generation. Uncle Scrooge comics. It's got everything in there, and freaking David Tennant. I mean, what more can you want?
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You want more than one? I want a proper ending to turn to Ninja Turtles, fuckheads!
Turn to Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
I'm frothing with rage! I don't really care.
Yes.
I want a proper ending to Twin Peaks.
I want a proper ending to the not getting the 2003 series on DVD.
Yes. Oh my God. Would somebody please pick up that license already? You know what? What really pissed me off is Nickelodeon put out like 2 single discs of the 2003 series, and it was just 2 discs of like 3 random episodes each. I'm like, are you fucking serious? This is not 2003. Like this kind of release is not acceptable in this day and age.
DVD releases are retarded.
They're atrocious.
Have been. They were before Ninja Turtles was even a show on Nickelodeon, and they still are. Like,
why is
they're still just as bad?
Why is the new Ninja Turtles not on Blu-ray in season sets? Like
exactly.
Fucking Legend of Korra got a Blu-ray release. So don't tell me this shit that Nickelodeon doesn't do Blu-rays, because they do sometimes.
No. Can we please just have Ninja Turtles in the hands of a company that actually cares about it? That's so hard.
Well, the thing is,
they care because it makes them money, but they don't care in terms of like making as much money as possible.
Dude, that's the thing. They can make more money. They're
leaving money on the table.
I am not buying DVDs of a high-definition show.
No.
Fuck that.
No, and the thing is so many people are missing out on it because of that. They have no idea that this is arguably a better show than the one we all grew up on.
It's like, I guess
it's over now.
I get crazy.
I guess I'll just stream it all on Netflix, and Netflix can get my money. You know?
Well, in Canada, yes. In USA, it'd be Hulu, but same dish.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix here.
Alright, dumped my fucking dice all over the floor.
Sadly, that show got canceled, and this is the last season. Finishing up on it now.
That said, though, they've had a pretty good run. I mean, what's each season? 26 episodes?
Yeah,
like,
they had
between 20
they had almost as long a run as the original series.
They've had over 100 episodes.
So, yeah, I mean, every Ninja Turtles series except for the Next Mutation has had, like, a decent run. You know, like the original, the 80s one ran for 10 seasons. The 2003 series ran for 7 seasons. A lot of people don't realize just how long it actually ran.
Yeah.
A Blu-ray of that.
Yeah. Or just like a fucking complete series set, or finish the season sets, or something. Yeah. And then the new series is what, 5 5 or 6 seasons?
5.
That's a good run, though.
But
I think we talked about this back when we were picking them up, Sean, but I don't remember. Do you consider Fast Forward canon to the
Absolutely.
show?
Yeah. I consider it all canon, but I mean, mind you, I haven't watched all of it, so I've only kind of watched selected bits of it.
Now, the reason why Next Mutation didn't get any more seasons is because it fucking sucked ass. That's the real reason.
Well,
I'm a fan of all of Saban. I love Sentai shows, and so that was like right up my alley. And it was still like, kind of bad.
I've seen enough Sentai to know.
I mean, it's still better than Tattooed Teenagers from Beverly Hills or whatever that show was.
Yeah.
So I do want to say that they are putting out a new Ninja Turtle show next year. They're literally just replacing this one with a 2D animated show. It looks like it could be pretty good, but this one was already good, and it was already popular, and it seems like there was no reason to cancel it other than kids are more interested in 2D animation now.
They think they're going to make more money somehow, but they're just killing the fan base. They're nuking their fan base. It's starting from over, basically.
Yeah, and the thing is, if they don't bring back the same voice characters, then they're really screwing everybody over.
They might bring back 1 or 2, I think, for like a few episodes or something, but that's all I've heard so far.
Like Sean Astin? Come on.
Greg Sipes said he might play Michelangelo.
You got to bring back at least Sean Astin and Townsend Coleman. I mean, come on.
What was I going to say? So the new one's going to be 2D animation?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, it is.
Done by the same guy who did the original Samurai Jack animation.
Oh wow.
So it'll be kind of stylized, I guess.
Well, now I'm even more sold on it now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it seems like it's going to be pretty good, but it's like, what, you can't have 2 Ninja Turtle shows?
No, the kids will get confused.
No, they won't.
Well, here's the thing is, I always wanted, like, I think Stout said there was like a pitch about this years ago. Why have we never got a story about the turtles as adults, and like Splinter dies and they have to like cope with that, or they have to like find him if he gets kidnapped? Like,
no. What I don't get is why haven't they done Tales of the Ninja Turtles, and then they can just do whatever animation style fits the story?
Yeah.
And they don't have to have straight continuity if they don't want to.
Oh, yeah, I like that idea.
That's what the last season is, Tales of the Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
Yeah, but that should have been the series, and then if they want to do a 2D animated series, they can do a bunch of various styles and
do that as the Tales series, and then have the main series as the ongoing one.
This last season, as the Tales of the TMNT, is what they've called it.
Yeah,
has been pretty freaking cool. They brought back Usagi Yojimbo. They're currently in the middle of a Universal Classic Monsters run. They just put out a homage to Mad Max. Ninja Turtles.
I'm doing a massive catch-up marathon on it because I lost Nickelodeon for a while because of a bunch of craziness.
Isn't there like a crossover?
The really crappy thing about what they're doing here at the end, though, and it's another reason I'm like really pissed at Nickelodeon, is that the season is ending, right? It's the final season. It's the last few episodes of the season. And what do? They shove it off onto Nicktoons channel. And then they randomly start, okay, we're going to show 3 episodes on this night, and then 3 episodes 5 days from then. And what the fuck are you even doing? That's not a schedule. That's a piece of shit. What are you doing?
I mean, it's
sabotaging the show.
Yeah.
It's like the Nickelodeon people
don't care anymore.
Together with the Fox people from the Whedon era, and like, how do we ruin the show? You know?
They just want to shove out the last few episodes so they can just kill it and then move on to the next thing.
Yeah, it's
like
just
they just don't even care.
That's just it, though. They care that little about how they're fucking broadcasting it on television, which is their meat. The meat of what they,
you know,
what do you think they're gonna? How do you think they're gonna do when it comes to physical releases? Are they ever gonna get better at physical releases? No.
I mean, freaking Turtle Trevor's a 4x3 release.
Oh, it's 4x3, and it's not the actual uncut version. It's the cut down version.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I was gonna say, like, Yeah, so I mean, obviously, like, this is so typical of Nickelodeon, where they have these great creative teams who actually do really good shows, such as, let's look at Ren and Stimpy, and Invader Zim, and now the new Ninja Turtles. So you got these great teams working on them, great creative, smart people. But the network itself just keeps fucking over the shows and making it more and more difficult for them. It's like, thank God the Turtles shows are all done and in the can, and they're just fucking with the schedule at this point. But
hey, it's like Fox in the 90s with sci-fi shows. They had like a million sci-fi shows that kept killing after one season.
Yeah.
Then moving around, Dark Skies, Millennium, all these fucking shows. They killed them all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they keep shuffling them around the schedule. They can never find an audience because they never know when they're on.
Yep.
No.
You need consistency.
Exactly. I mean, thankfully now you can offset it a little bit because you can set your DVRs to record any channel on your series manager, and you can offset it, any time slot. So you can offset that a little bit.
Yeah.
But still, it's still a bit of a problem.
It's still annoying. Some people still like to just watch things when they're on. But Sentai Rainbow asks, any thoughts on the new Magic School Bus show? Because I know there was a lot of mixed reactions to that. Yeah, which I thought was silly. I saw the trailer for it.
Know nothing about it.
I thought, it's an updated version. There's a new,
I actually, I showed it to my niece, which is the target demographic.
Yeah.
She really liked it.
Yeah.
But I do really like the path that they went. Like, they just didn't have her come back and, be the teacher. It's actually her younger sister.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, there's, like, a passing of the torch of the, the
and
original
it's like
Mrs.
her learning the
Frizzle.
ropes to be the teacher and that kind of thing. So there's, like, stumbles on the way, and she doesn't quite know everything. And, I think it's great. It's a nice modern, how you do a modern version of an old show.
See, now I grew up with the books. I never saw the show, so as long as you kids are happy, that's good. That was
So when I saw the trailers, of course, on YouTube, and the comments were just full of such outrage. Like, how dare they change it and do it in a slightly different animation style? It's like, well, okay, the way it was done 20 years ago isn't how they do cartoons now. So it's still 2D. It's not like they turned it into some CG shitfest. It's still a 2D cartoon. It's just a slightly different art style. It's a little bit more modern.
If you can name me any one animation studio that still uses traditional hand-drawn animation, I'd be glad to hear it.
Actual physical
Studio
cells
Giblets.
On actual
Studio Giblets.
painted backgrounds.
Dude, the last book came out this way.
Yeah.
Ralph Bakshi was doing that. And even he said, fuck that, and always went digital after 10 years of work, by the way.
Yeah.
He was doing Last Days Going Out by himself. He was drawing hand animating the whole fucking movie, and then he's going back to the beginning all over again because he wants to do digitally. Hand-drawn digital, Yeah. Hand-drawn on the computer where it's much easier because then you can just move things. I didn't
understand. Well, I knew it was people raging for the sake of raging because it's stupid
internet.
Because right now, in that same art style, one of the most popular kid shows, ironically now still, is Curious George. And Curious George is animated in the same exact art style.
Yeah.
And it is like one of the most popular shows. It's had several movies come out in the last like 3 or 4 years, and they're getting like top mark reviews. They're like, it's like the #1 kid show on the fucking planet right now, And I didn't understand the hatred towards this because it's like it looks like Curious George. It's the same art style. This is probably the same freaking company. I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, it's the hate that it gets is not. Don't listen to it at all.
Ha! Did you think I was frozen? Well, I wasn't.
Okay.
Speaking of
I
new art
missed out
style,
on the original, so I won't comment on it. But
I would like to
everybody's happy.
quickly add something completely irrelevant.
Okay.
Dear CBS, fuck you.
Yes, I was
You're
hoping
talking-
somebody would bring that up.
You
Thank
talking about STD? I mean Star Trek Discovery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. let's. I will say this though: the Orville. My God.
I've heard that's more Star Trek than the new Star Trek series.
It is.
Yeah.
The last episode was a freaking homage to TNG all over the place.
Nice.
I mean,
I
it's just,
haven't seen either
it's
one of them yet.
Yeah. Well, you got Seth MacFarlane's humor, plus the fact that he loves Star Trek. I mean, it's just perfect.
Nice.
Everything about it is perfect.
Oh yeah, one of his.
And
yeah.
I mean, it was a lifelong dream of his. I think that's what Eric was about to say, that to actually reboot Star Trek on TV.
Well, I was gonna say,
So, like-
to show how big of a fan that he was, one of his earliest ever animated jokes that he did prior to Family Guy was a Star Trek joke,
Oh yeah.
where it was William Shatner, like every time he would speak, he would like jump between different areas of the bridge.
Oh right. Yeah.
And at the very end, he would like lift his legs and his pants would rip, and on his underwear wrote "Captain's Log."
Yeah.
Nice.
My favorite is the one when he's talking. He's like, we must go down to that galaxy. And he's like in the other end of the room, and then appears back again.
And then it feels like
My favorite is Fiddler. My favorite is Fiddler on the Roof, as done by William Shatner.
Oh, yes.
Fiddler on the roof.
Yeah. But, and they're getting amazing guest stars for it, too. Like, Liam Neeson appeared in the last episode.
Nice.
Scarlett Johansson's coming. Scott Bakula's coming. And the coup de grace, Captain Picard himself, Patrick Stewart.
Nice.
So, like, they're... So,
Yeah,
the Orville is just killing Discovery.
You know what
It's
other
like
show
killing
that-
it dead.
It surprised me, and it's actually surprising a lot of people, even people over there on Rotten Tomatoes. This has not a splat, it's a 74%, which is pretty good for a TV show.
Yeah.
Young Sheldon.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, Young
Story
Sheldon's
I have heard that is quite good. Better than expected.
Yeah, it's not for you people, so you guys can fuck off.
Okay.
well, no, I love...
Fuck the Big
I've
Bang.
always loved the original
Fuck 'em
show.
up their stupid
So
asses.
see, regarding Young Sheldon, I actually watched something of it instead of just prejudging it because it's based on Big Bang Theory, and I
Go
thought
fuck yourself, old man.
taken as its own thing, looked quite amusing.
It's
got a Wonder
it kind of
Years.
reminds me of
It's like
a little
Wonder
bit.
Years.
Yeah, a little bit like Wonder Years meets
Yeah.
like the Goldbergs.
Yeah.
Because like everything's set in the 80s.
Mhm.
Well, here's a fun little tidbit for you guys. I've actually talked to Ian, the star of Young Sheldon.
Oh yeah,
Bob-
like the kid.
Yeah. Bob and I did 2 interviews with him on the DJ Bob show.
Cool.
But obviously this is like way before when he was like doing independent theater stuff. But I mean,
Yeah.
we're holding out hope that he might, allow us to, do some kind of press for Young Sheldon, or at least try. But
That
I
would
mean,
be cool.
it's it's really good. I mean, I've always been a fan of the original show, and I know it's mixed in this room, and that's fine. But for the people that say the original show kind of lost its way the last couple of years, Young Sheldon definitely has that.
It brings it
vibe
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do agree. Like the last, even though going back last 3 or 4 seasons,
Yeah.
it's fallen into the mainstream where it's just like they're doing things for the sake of doing things. There's no real originality left in it.
I don't know. I don't get all the just seething hatred that show gets. I mean, I've watched it. I find it amusing. I
People in
don't.
this room, I know they've already explained their reasons for not liking it, and your guys'
Okay.
reasons are legitimate. But the reasons I hear mostly is because of the quote-unquote negative portrayal of nerd culture, and I'm like,
Oh.
you take yourselves that seriously?
I don't think. Yeah, that's one thing
And it's just
I
like-
hear, and I'm like, really? Actually, I'd
Yeah.
say it's a pretty accurate portrayal of nerd culture.
In a lot of ways, it's kind of sickeningly accurate, but
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
But it's like if you're like huge nerds, but also on the other end, the other kind of nerd where you're just like stupidly smart to a fault.
Yeah.
And it's, that's what makes it like socially awkward and kind of uncomfortable at times.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like they're trying to be. There's a few of them that are trying to be normal, and there's some that just they're so far on the other spectrum they just can't anymore.
Yeah.
Like Sheldon, like Wolowitz, who's the Jewish kid.
Well, they're just so socially awkward.
That's what for a while that was the appeal of it. And that's what made it funny.
Yeah.
And, now they've really developed the characters. Several of them are married now, and stuff like that. And I guess that's kind of where it fell off a little bit, as they kind of started to almost too normalize them.
Yeah, I find that's a problem just generally with sitcoms. Is I think like 7, maybe 8 years is a good stopping point for the majority of sitcoms, because it seems like every sitcom that goes beyond that just kind of ends up feeling like it's beating a dead horse for the last few seasons.
Yeah, I would say if you're
just kind of going through the motions.
Well, that was really the whole thing with Seinfeld, and he said that very publicly, was that he wanted to end it on a high note.
Yeah,
which is funny because that was the plot of one of the episodes, with George always leaving on the high note.
That's right. That's true.
And then, so it was almost meta in a way, because that's exactly what they wanted to do with the show. I mean, they were the number one show on television, had been for a few seasons. Let's just end it there.
See, now
Seinfeld, Roseanne.
See, Seinfeld had its bad seasons in the middle, so they were able to get it good again, and then cancel it.
Yeah,
I would say this one kind of falls in the normal spectrum, where the bad seasons are towards the end.
Yeah, that's the usual way. If you've never seen the show,
and you kind of are curious or on the fence about it, you're good to go like the first 5 seasons.
Yeah,
those are all. I think it only has the very first episode is, it's a jumping off point. It's the pilot. Things are a little kind of stagnant.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the second episode hits, that's when it picks into its stitch. And goes along.
And I actually enjoy a lot of season 7. Actually, season 6 was it, but season 7 was good, and season 8 and 9 were not that strong. But I have high hopes for season 10. So
seeing the previews,
we'll see.
For season 10, I'm actually gonna try to watch it again, because I haven't really been paying attention since like 7 onward. Like, I lost track of like who was living with who married who where, because they kept like moving apartments and moving locations, and who was still in India, who was, when did he go up into space, and it's like that kind of shit.
Yeah. Well, I don't know when or for sure, but there's a pretty strong rumor that they're going to do a tribute to Adam West on the show, because Sheldon, big Batman fan, and he did a cameo.
Oh, he did a hilarious cameo, actually.
Yes, it was amazing.
He kept asking him if he was going to be paid for the public event. He was just sitting on the couch in their apartment.
And then he kept getting Sheldon's name wrong. It was
he kept going like Keller, Morton, and all these weird names.
Stromdog was just saying Curb Your Enthusiasm was 8 seasons, and the 9th starts tomorrow after 6 years. Yeah, see, now in the case of something with like Curb Your Enthusiasm, that's kind of not quite the rule. Because I'm talking about sort of network sitcoms where they're typically 20+ episodes per season, and just kind of, they're the darlings of those networks. Something like Curb Your Enthusiasm is basically they're shorter seasons. Like each season is 8 episodes, and they do them when they actually have something funny to do episodes about. Like, they don't just kind of keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And a lot of the specialty channel shows are like that. Like, they're not necessarily bound to do season after season, meet the network requirements. There's a lot more of a loose kind of pattern to it, so they're able to, not stagnate as easily. They can actually take their time and make sure they're putting out a quality product instead of just cranking out episodes because they have to fill a quota of episodes for that season.
Yeah, well, I think that's where Netflix and most of the streaming services shine, because they learned that from over in the UK when they have the shorter season runs.
Yeah.
I think it helps with content.
Oh, absolutely.
Oversaturated too.
Absolutely, because you don't end up with what a lot of network shows end up with, and that's filler episodes. You just get it just sticks to the relevant stuff, sticks to the good stuff, and then the season's over. You don't have all this padding to pad it out to, It's like Lost was a perfect example of that when they had they had 2 shorter seasons which were really successful, and then the network ordered more episodes for the 3rd season, and the 3rd season just dragged because the writers and producers had a plan for that series that certain key events would happen each season. They didn't need 23 episodes to get to that point. So after season 3, and everybody got so annoyed with it lagging and having so much filler in it, they cut the number of episodes back again. And I noticed since then a lot of shows have been ordered with fewer episodes. Walking Dead would be another one. They get 16 episodes a season instead of, so it's a little more than the sort of standard 13, but less than 22.
Well, when each episode costs like $1 million fucking to shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Game of Thrones. They had 7, but they were like an hour and a half. An hour.
Yes. Well, they're about an hour. The last one was an hour and a half.
The James and Evelyn subplot.
I like it because every episode is as long as it needs to be.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm talking about, Sean. The James and Evelyn subplot.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Took me a second. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, you set me up.
I was staying out of that.
But yeah, season 7 was amazing, and I'm sad. I want to see season 8, but I don't want the show to end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, we got to wait like an extra year for season 8 apparently, so we have time to rewatch or lament or read all the books or whatever.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finally read the books because I never wanted to have the actual ending ruined because I got into the show first. Yeah. And I wanted that experience, but now the show is ahead of the books.
Yeah, the show's like the equivalent of a couple of books ahead now.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody says
it's going to end.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Everybody says that the books are, just like the Harry Potter books, where there's like way more detail in them.
Well, always there always is. I mean, even doing a full season per book, there's bound to be still stuff that they don't end up, adapting. There's a number of things they changed. There's a lot of things they stayed the same. But, I mean, at this point, it's kind of going off in its own direction. As far I don't know how, like, in terms of the major events, I don't know how similar the books will end up being to what we're seeing right now. I think there'll be some similarities, some differences. But, I thought we would have at least had book 6 out by now. It seems like...
Well, poor George R. can't write because HBO is like, you got to tell us what ones we can do a spinoff of, and
Well, because book 5 came out around the same time as season 1 of the show, so it's been like literally 7 years since a new Game of Thrones novel. But obviously he's had far less time for writing as well as other commitments.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he'll get that, because I know he's been working on that forever. Yeah. And then he also does the side books, too. Yeah, like the Targaryen history books and
I actually saw
egg stuff. And
not too long ago of him, actually, a picture of him holding up a cover of book 6.
Ah. So it's soon, then.
Yeah, I didn't read the article, I just saw the picture, so I'm guessing it's either an article about him actively working on it, or I don't know.
An article announcing a release date, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
But no, that would be...
Actually, let me see if I can find it.
Do you guys actually still read, or with the newer stuff, are you like doing the audio thing?
Me? I do a bit of both. Depends what I'm doing. Because sometimes if I've got a lot of stuff I'm working on, I'll put an audiobook version on. It has to be unabridged, though, obviously. But I'll put an audiobook version on to listen to while I'm working on other things, so that I can still be reading the book while, you know, working on other stuff.
Right.
I did that for portions of Dracula, just because I had so many other things that I was working on, and I just didn't have time to sit down and read it in its entirety, because it was just so freaking dense. And by the time I would get to laying down in bed and reading, I would be too tired to read much.
That's my thing. That's why I've done a lot of audiobooks lately, because the books I really want to get into are so intense that I don't want to like fall my eyes to get tired falling asleep reading. So I just listen.
Well, that's the thing. Like nowadays, I think with Audible and stuff like that, I think audiobooks have really become more popular than ever. Especially in this sort of fast-paced hustle and bustle world that we live in now. A lot of people just don't have time to sit down with a book because they got too many other things to go. However, they might commute back and forth to work, or they might be in a job where they don't have to talk to anybody, like if they're a janitor or do an office job where they're just on the computer all day, you know, and then they can listen to audiobooks while they're doing all these other things, kind of get caught up on all these stories they want to enjoy without having to miss out on them. So it's kind of incorporating that into the multitasking of your day. Plus, I was going to say, like, there's unabridged audiobooks are far more common now than they used to be. It used to be a typical, 200-300 page book would be condensed down to 90 minutes. Because they think, people don't want to listen to an audiobook for that long. And it's like, well, actually, we just want the whole fucking story, so can you give us all of it, please? So now unabridged is far more common. Actually, abridged seems to be less common now. The other thing is a lot of audiobooks are done with multiple readers. So you'll, for example, have, say, one as the narrator, and then you'll have voice actors doing the dialogue of the characters. So it's still the full unabridged text of the book. It's just the dialogue is performed by actors. So, which is pretty cool. And that can really liven it up as well. And they might add music and sound effects. So it's almost like an audio drama, but it's the full text of the book.
Well, Big Finish has been doing it for years with Doctor Who.
Well, that's not audiobooks, though. That's
that's actual.
That's actual audio dramas.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
but this is I'm talking. Yeah, but this is what I'm talking. Like, this is an actual audio book, where it's the full unabridged text and dialogue of the book, but performed by multiple readers. So you get a more
Secret History of Twin Peaks did that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. There was the one I listened to for American Gods is like that. I recently found one of the entire Dune saga that's like that. Yeah, some pretty good ones. Oh, Dracula. The Dracula one I listened to was actually two readers. There was a male and female. So the male guy would read the male characters, and they were really talented readers too. They would do like full characters for all of them too. They did a really nice job of it.
Effects too. It's always nice.
Yeah, it can liven it up for sure.
Like my favorite, like I guess technically not a book on tape, but I like the radio dramatizations of Star Wars.
Yeah,
which is like a live, like a book on tape with sound effects.
Kind of, yeah.
Cool stuff.
They're like the expanded stories. Like, they have a lot of weird shit that goes on in those that is not in any other version of Star Wars. But what was I going to say? Yeah, when I was when I was doing some more organizing of the Halloween set the other day, I listened to the abridged audiobook recording of Dracula as read by Christopher Lee, which is an extra on the Count Dracula Blu-ray. And that one, I mean, first off, he performed every one of the characters in it. Like, he was, you almost forget it was him. Sometimes he does them all so differently and distinctly. Plus, it had sound effects and music, and boy, when it got into the action sequences, like the chase scenes and things like that, he would just like pick up the pace. He'd be like reading like really frantically, and like you could almost hear the spittle flying, and it was just like really intense, man.
That's really.
Thrash Fingers goes haha, an audiobook read by Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, but it was.
Count Dracula?
That is the Severin release, and it's a super short abridged version. It's only like 84 minutes. So, and the funny thing is, it's super abridged, yet you don't really feel like you're missing out on anything, which I think is a testament to just how rambling that book actually is at times.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely want to find a way to get Audible subscription because I definitely, if there's like so
Use
much I
Sean's
want to
link.
Yeah.
No,
There.
Sean's link gets used for everything except for
Yay!
except for when I want to support you guys, which is
Oh
okay.
well, yeah. Obviously, then you use their links, but yeah, that counts. Like that counts as an associate thing.
But yeah, Sean, all
besides
that
Audible.
all the mic goodness, you got the kickback for that. So.
Oh, sweet! Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
And so I found
You're
that
welcome.
article I was talking about, the book 6 of Game of Thrones.
But I noticed,
okay.
I noticed nobody's giving me any kickbacks because I haven't got any gift cards this month.
Ah.
Just saying.
Well.
But no, I'm just messing with you guys. But yeah, no, wait, speaking of Neil Gaiman though, John, because
Yeah.
you talked about listening to American Gods.
Mhm.
Did you see the tribute that Rick and Morty did
No, I don't think I did.
in the latest episode?
Oh, wait a
It's in the latest
second.
episode.
Wait a second. Is that in Morty's Mind Blowers?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. There's like the Sandman's in it. So at one point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Same as it, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was great. I think there hasn't been another episode, or no, there has been another episode since then. I haven't seen it
No,
yet.
yeah, the Fruitbeat, the ABC's of Beth.
The ABC's of Beth. Yeah,
Last one.
I need to see that one still.
Yeah.
But Morty's Mind Blowers was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah, we're doing this instead of interdimensional cable. It's like, okay. I just love the little bits of breaking the fourth wall, right?
and then at the end when they when Summer fixes them and they're like so like out of their mind mean to her, they see Balfonder's on, they're like, how much interdimensional cable did we miss? Why did you not wake us up, Summer, you blank?
Yeah.
You know?
And she's just like, yep, whatever. Thankless job.
Yeah, Rick and Morty is just the best thing to happen to TV in so many years.
Oh, I know. It's
just amazing.
It's so brilliant.
And the comics are just as good too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been saying that since day one. As soon as I picked up the first trade paperback. If you like the show, read the comics. It's just like the show.
Yeah, and apparently they're already in the writers' room working on season 4.
Oh, I'm
so
sure. Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get a massive delay like we got between season 2 and 3.
It'll still probably be a couple of years, just because let's face it, they put a lot of work into the animation in that show. Like there is just so much stuff going on. It's so dense.
But you know what?
Every frame.
As frustrating as the delay is for it, though, it almost makes it better.
Yeah.
Because it's like you get to spread out the wealth more.
Yeah.
Like you don't feel as oversaturated with it.
Well, it's again, like we were talking about before. It's shorter seasons, only 10 episodes per season, and they don't rush them. They take as long as they need to take to make them good.
It's kind of funny. I've actually taken to calling my landlord Rick because he tends to burp in the middle of his sentences.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
And he's a huge fan of the show too. So
nice.
That's great. Well, without getting into too much spoilers for the guys that haven't seen the show, do you guys think we're following the same Rick and Morty the whole time, or do you subscribe to the theory that we could be seeing, different dimensions?
That's an interesting question. It's hard to say. I think there may have. I think.
Is that a spoiler for the season?
No, this is just a general theory.
Oh, okay.
Spoilers.
But Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting idea because we know there's so many different ones. We've seen so many different ones. You know, we've seen like this, like the Citadel of Ricks, and so we know that there's like a lot of them out there.
Oh my God! Speaking of the Citadel, tell us from the Citadel from this year. Holy crap!
Yes.
I'm only halfway through the second season, but I tell you, I feel like they're the same characters at least up until that point.
Yeah.
So maybe that happens later that changes that. But, I mean,
I think for the most part we do follow the same Rick and the same Morty. It's possible they may have snuck in another one from time to time without us realizing it. But
what if they suddenly reveal on a random episode that the Morty we've been following for like the last 3 seasons switched out in the middle of the first season when they first found the Council Rick? That'd be great.
But there's hints to it, which is why I bring it up. Like there's without getting in spoilers territory. There's an episode where they are they have to bring Jerry somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And they switch Jerrys.
Yes, I know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So
I remember that.
I was actually just thinking about that when you mentioned that. I thought, oh wait a minute, yeah. Well, there's that one with the Jerry.
Right. But why couldn't that happen to Morty?
But I mean, the joke there. Well, yeah. I mean, one of the jokes there was that the Jerrys are so generic that they're interchangeable.
Right.
Like they're so the same everywhere.
But what if this is a Rick that's evil and he's been plotting this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Find out now.
Your theory might be right, but it might not be Rick.
I know. I don't know who it is. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But
interesting.
No, but I mean, and then there's the whole like Mr. Poopy Ball thing. Like,
wait,
if he's real,
he won't be at that point yet if he hasn't finished season 2.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, be careful. Just don't get any deep.
No.
And that's the end of the Rick and Morty discussion.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
Great stuff. Get caught up.
Is it any consolation? I actually didn't hear anything you just said because I got distracted by something briefly. So
that's okay. I
did it now before any spoilers.
I interrupted him rapidly and rudely when I saw where it was going.
No, yeah,
it's good.
Well, no, I was.
ADHD was like, hey, what?
It was something that would have furthered the discussion, but would have gone into spoiler territory.
Yeah,
for you,
definitely.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, finish at the very least. Finish season 2 for the love of God. So good.
Oh my God. Yeah, and the thing is, you know, for all the love we've been giving special features, like Rick and Morty, the whole reason to buy the Blu-rays is for the amazing commentary.
Okay, so
on every freaking episode.
The deal was, I had illegally downloaded the first season, watched it, liked it so much that I wanted to like start paying for it. Was renting the episodes one by one, but I was like, "Fuck this noise! I'm gonna buy the Blu-ray when it comes out," and that's where I'm at. I've gotten on to buying the fucking Blu-ray.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to give them money because I feel bad for the first season. Like it's a really good show, and I definitely want.
Well, and they're always very affordable too. I mean, I got both of them.
I got both of
them for like $40.
Yeah.
The problem is there's movies from Shout Factory from 5 years ago I still want and I haven't gotten, and that's what ends up getting priority.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like, oh hey, I've been wanting to get this movie for like 4.5 years. Look about that one.
But the thing is, like with season 2, like I didn't even do a proper rewatch of season 2, but I watched the commentaries first because the commentaries are just that freaking entertaining on the sets.
Nice.
They're just so. With the exception of one with 2 random guys, which was just god awful.
All right.
The whole thing has just been amazing, and it's crazy because the whole thing was supposed to be a spoof on Back to the Future.
Yeah.
And then it turned into its a whole other thing.
It has become so much more than that.
Yeah.
I need to refill my drink, and I think I would like a slice of apple pie.
There you go.
That sounds excellent.
It does.
We've been on the air long enough. I need to medicate again.
I thought about getting ice cream tonight, but I just didn't.
Well, I would love ice cream, but seeing as I can't physically get myself out of bed.
I would love ice cream, but seeing as I can't physically eat it anymore, I'll just not. There's actually lots of ice cream in the house. There's ice cream bars, 3 different kinds of fucking actual ice cream. My parents love ice cream. I just can't have it now. I'm sad.
Is pineapple shrimp or shrimp kebab?
Having all this ice cream right next to you must be torture.
I miss ice cream. I can still eat it, but I pay the consequence. And it's very uncomfortable for hours. I guess I could take some Gas X or something, but...
I bought Oreo ice cream last week.
Oh, God.
The problem was I didn't like scoop it into a bowl. I just took the container to my room, and I ended up eating way more of it than I planned.
That's what I usually used to do, but like that's what I would do. But I mean, I can't even eat that because gluten. Fuck, that would murder me.
Mm.
My bowels would swell up. I'd shit blood for a week. It'd be the worst.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, well, yay. Gluten intolerance is fun sometimes, not ever actually.
So unfortunately, actually it's kind of fortunate for me, but my original plan for InSaNiTy tonight was I was going to be assembling a new Chong.
Oh. For a second I was like, what? Oh, I get
yeah, my current one, literally the arm just broke. So it's not like structurally stable on this side. But
that's what she said?
But it was when I bought it at Costco and my card didn't work for some reason. So I called our dad to let him know because my account's through him. And I started just mentioning that I bought a chair. And he's like, oh, I have an office chair here that I'm not even using. So I'm actually going to return the Costco chair. And now I've got a free assembled one to pick up this week.
Nice.
So free chair, I'm down with that.
You cannot beat free chair. There's no price better than free chair. That is the best price ever.
Well, that's what I was saying to my dad, because I was saying to him as the chair I bought, because they had an assembled one in Costco, so I sat and it was actually pretty good. And I said, yeah, it's a really good chair for this price point. And he was like, well, the chair I have is even better price point. Yeah, can't beat that.
Wow, my monitor stream is lagging so bad. I still haven't left to go to the kitchen.
Well,
mine just got back. On your actual stream, you got back.
We probably just started talking about Rick and Morty.
Probably.
So the actual stream's not that far behind.
They're 20 minutes ahead of them.
Hi.
Your monitor stream is really far behind for some reason.
Hi.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'm just imagining we're like, so good night, everybody, and then your monitor stream is like, greetings and welcome to.
Oh, Lord.
I need some banana cream pie in my life, though. Looking at that.
Oh my God! Shut up! I want it so bad right
This
now.
was
I could eat that because I just won't eat the crust. I just eat everything but the crust.
this is actually homemade pie. Annetta recently got a food processor, so she's been trying out a bunch of stuff.
So you're meeting guinea pig.
So
That's awesome.
I got a sample pie.
That is awesome. It's pretty share.
If you don't die, that means you did well.
Tastes pretty
well. Actually, she wins either way.
Tastes pretty damn good.
Well,
I'm
it
not
is
complaining.
Apple, so
yeah,
there's
apple
always that
pie's
danger there.
Apple pie is my favorite.
The Hangout camera's got something in front of it right now. You're like talking.
Oh,
it's the pie.
It has no. Don't wipe. Why am I wiping my fingers on my mouse pad? I was not thinking there. That is not correct.
Oh my God, that's great.
Okay, what is in front of you is the tripod for the other camera.
Gotcha. I was just like, "What? You're talking into something. What the fuck is that?" I thought your keyboard got pushed.
Well, the microphone is over here.
At first, I thought you just pushed your keyboard aside to eat pie.
No,
So
I put
you
it on
got
the
the
floor.
C922? I didn't know
I
that.
do, yes.
I just made room on my desk so I can push it from the desk.
And 720p 60 frames per second is shit. It does not work properly on my computer.
Well, neither does the
Yeah.
1080p 60 on the Brio either. So, but the Brio does look fantastic. So, well, no, I take that back. It probably would work a lot better if I had a processor that could actually and CPU that could actually handle it.
Oh, mine can definitely handle it. It's just for some reason it glitches out like severely whenever I try to use it. Yeah, it's just got. I think it just has a really shitty codec, and they're never going to bother updating it. So,
Well,
thanks, Logitech.
To
Like
to be fair, I'm also
Robert Logitech.
to be fair, I'm also using OBS too and not XSplit, so that could be why.
I don't know.
You've been trying to tell them this for a year.
No, it doesn't matter what I use. Like, it just glitches when I put it in that mode. Like, I tried using the native software that comes with the camera, and it did the exact same thing. So.
Oh.
But did you try it in OBS? That was the greatest response.
You're trying everything but OB and all that.
Try turning it on and off again.
But you
Listen,
know,
listen.
compared to the C920,
Wouldn't it be turning it off
either,
and on
I
again?
don't want to say hi to you. Come on.
Sorry, what was that, Stout?
Hi,
He said for
everybody.
anything, he doesn't want to use anything else.
Hi,
I have a
everybody.
lifetime license.
Sherlock loves everybody equally, even if they use crappy exploits.
You know what?
How
That
did you?
when you said I have a lifetime license, I imagined you holding up a lump of shit and saying, "I have a lifetime license to this.
Wow.
I'll never use anything else."
So bad. Oh my god.
Wow.
You're not
Those
wrong.
moments when you hate all your friends, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I coined that meme.
He did.
You're the equivalent to the old person
you?
that still
Hmm.
has like AOL.
Yeah.
Or
Yes, he's the font of that meme.
I did wonder where it came from.
I remember because I think I screen capped Stout just burying his head in his hands when we were just all being ourselves.
Yep.
When
Yeah. So,
And actually, I think it was the bar. You could see Stout was just like massive face palm. The rest of us are all laughing, and it was the awkward moment when you hate all your friends.
Okay.
I hate my friends.
Well, I trust your memory over mine, so I choose to believe you.
Hey, everyone says hi, Sherlock.
It just reminds me of a comment
Hey,
you left on
Sherlock.
one of the Visits with Cass videos,
Hmm.
where and I told some story in the video,
Mhm.
and I think I commented, I'm like, I actually have no memory of this happening, the thing I'm talking about. And you're like, this is a world first, folks.
Yeah, Cass doesn't forget much.
Cass forgot something. Oh my god. The world is coming to an end.
You mean he's not
maybe the
actually an
world is coming
elephant?
to an end. No.
There's several things I've forgotten, actually.
I always loved when you were a kid, you'd ask me if I remembered something, and it would be something that happened to you when I wasn't there. You're like, you remember when that thing happened, blah, blah, blah. It's like, was I there? No? Then how would I remember that?
Weren't you there?
I just thought memories were universal. God, could you
That's
imagine?
right. It's like, the person has to be present at the event to remember the event.
You have to set your memories to public, not just share with brain.
That's right.
Modern jokes are.
That is a really good pie.
I like pie.
I was actually talking about something like that with my friend Alex, saying how I wish we could have a USB port in our head so we could like download our dreams to rewatch them.
And just be like, what kind of fucking acid was I on?
Actually,
Every night.
I have one I need to share.
Oh no.
This was like a month ago.
So
Alex
everybody
and I-
plug in your USB drives.
Yeah. Was it? I'm trying to remember the
Hold on, let me
details of that.
upload my USB real quick. 1 second.
So I was driving with some people or something. I can't remember. And I think I
Cass
was.
had a dream where he was driving. I'm surprised.
It does have a point.
I remember what it was. So I was pulling into a parking lot, and I didn't see that there was a big drop in the pavement for no reason. What?
And then he dreamed that he was practicing his parking skills.
Remember that meme I coined? Yeah.
So far, this dream is pure Cass.
I think Eric said something like that when just he and I were talking one night.
Yeah,
He pictured me like dreaming about doing taxes or something. My dream is just me at a desk in a white room, just like calculating something.
No. It was Ed was telling me a story about something, and it was accounting related. And I made that joke like, this is like this is like sex for you, isn't it?
Oh no, I remember what it was. No, I put it on my Facebook. No, I said, so I'm reading an insurance document right now, and there's this pause, and Eric's like, that's like porn for you.
Insurance document.
I'm like, something that's like porn for you, isn't it? And you're just like,
see? Orgasm.
Like, shut up and pass me the tissues already. Christ.
You know it's a good one when he refers to it as a document. Sorry, carrying on. So you're parking in your dream.
Yes. So I had like a bunch of people in the car, and I was pulling into this parking lot, and I didn't see that there was a drop in the pavement for some reason. And so I guess the tires got onto that drop of pavement, and then out of nowhere, the car was like, and rolled onto its side and like scraped down the pavement and stopped.
So you were driving a moonbeam.
Yeah, apparently. And so like the car is like it's just like fucked. Like just scraped and everything like that. Because we somehow got out of the car on the side that was on the pavement. Does that make sense?
Okay.
We somehow just opened the doors and walked out that way, but
of course you would pick the difficult side to go out, not the one that's in the air,
pushing on the door to like prop the entire weight of the car up on the pavement to crawl out.
You can scooch your way out.
So, anyways, I got out of the car, and then all of a sudden, like I saw there was like a bunch of lights and cameras set up, and they were filming a car commercial in that parking lot. For the kind of car that I had just crashed to.
Great.
And
perfect.
For some reason, the song, it was the Pharrell Williams Happy song that was playing in the commercial. And people were like, instead of the lyrics, they were saying what they liked about the car. They were like, it's really fun to drive, and stuff like that. And so they're getting these reaction shots of all these people, but then eventually they turned to the camera, so it was my turn.
Uh-huh.
And so it's like these people are like, it's really good on gas. It's really fun to drive. The camera turns to me, and I said in time with the song, I just fucked up the car, and then I burst into tears.
Right, you didn't say something like,
I thought you just like
flipped it on its side.
I just pictured like Cass, like brief pause and then long fart.
Boing.
Boing.
And then at one point my boss was there, and I was like crying about how I wasn't going to get a paycheck for several months because I had to pay for this car now. And...
the character Bastion Overwatch actually says "we." I have a voice mode where he says "we."
God, I've been having some wheeze at work.
I'm on GameSpot's website. I'm reading about the free PlayStation Plus games.
Mm-hmm.
And I come down here to the bottom, and it has from the web. Look at the picture of the person. It says, why Americans are refinancing with Quicken Loans. And look at the picture.
What the fuck?
What?
That is not human.
It doesn't look like a real person.
They're refinancing so they can buy more spray tan.
That is proof of the extraterrestrial life.
There we go. Wow. That is a human alien hybrid right there.
It's a gray, man.
What the fucking fuck?
It's a gray with a really shitty human disguise.
It looks like a white guy who's sent through CGI thing to make him look Asian, but badly. Really badly.
My first thought was, wow, is that one of their kids?
It looks like it looks like he's got an infant's mouth. That's the problem.
Yes.
An infant's mouth.
Ladies and gentlemen,
tiny little mouth.
Why you shouldn't marry your cousins.
Yes.
Okay.
Can't confirm.
I remember we watched a documentary about this guy who's like a UFO believer or whatever, and he kept insisting he saw these little kids with these huge almond-shaped eyes.
Oh my god!
It looks exactly like that.
Yes, it does. Oh my god! What was that? It was something about Steve Romanek. I think it's something.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm gonna look it up. It was really good, and you guys should please watch it.
Apparently, it's the last day to catch Pokemon Go's dog.
Extraordinary. The story of Steve Romanek. That's what it's called.
Extraordinary. So even more ordinary than usual.
Extraordinary. The Stan Romanek story.
Ordinary.
From 2013. So, it's worth watching. Really good. It's a documentary. It's creepy and awesome.
Awesome.
You would see that picture and be like, "See, I told you."
That's a big boss.
So like I've been saying, I've been having a lot of wheeze at work.
Oh, God.
Put it that way. I had one the other morning. I'm really glad that nobody was near the washroom when this happened, because where our two washrooms are in the building, that's this really narrow, small hallway between the offices and outside. So there's people walking back and forth constantly all day.
Yeah.
And the washrooms are all that's in that hallway, too.
Mm-hmm.
So I went into the washroom, and I sometimes try to test fart before I sit down just to, like, relieve the pressure. You know, just so it's not as loud when I actually do. So I had to try and fart, and I was like, nope, nothing there. Nope, must have to poop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat down and then just had the most massive echoing into the bowl fart. It was like 5 seconds long. And I'm
so
like,
much for nothing there.
Thank God nobody was in the hallway. It was like the porcelain speaker was turned up to 11.
My reaction would be, damn, nobody was in the hallway.
Yeah, of course.
I was the only one who was able to enjoy that. And appreciate it. Oh, well.
Yeah, you're just wanting to, like, have one of those in the stall and just hear, oh my God, outside.
That's right, exactly. You want people to be disturbed by what you do in there.
Actually, I will kind of admit, I had my job I was working 3 years ago. One of the offices we had to visit, I went to use the washroom, and it was literally right in the office where all the women who worked in the administration department were.
Mm-hmm.
And so, of course, I'm like gun shy going in there and like trying to be quiet. Like I was like running the sink and flush the toilet first, and all these like sound masking things.
It's
but
like
looking back,
it's like waiting for the bus to rev.
Well, it'd be funny if it was a car dealership. So it'd be funny if the bathroom was like right above the shop. So I'm just waiting for them to be putting tires on. Nobody? Okay.
Sorry, I was distracted.
You were what?
I was distracted, but yeah, farts.
I said because...
I
thought in particular you would like the imagery of this, Sean.
Yes.
I was talking about being in a dealership and, like, if the washroom was right above the shop, just waiting until they're drilling tires onto a car with the air gun. So they're
Yes.
But yeah, so I mean, I was very cautious. I was very cautious and quiet, but looking back, especially because the women were actually kind of bitchy at this dealership.
Oh, then I'd be just letting them rip, man.
I really wish I had, actually. They'd, like, get mad at me for using the photocopier.
Oh, God.
And then come out and make really awkward eye contact with everybody. Just, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, exactly. Make sure they know it was you.
Behind the face is like, I know what y'all just heard.
This is the face of 0 fucks given. How you do it?
More like a -5 given.
Lost the amount of gifts in my hard drive.
Or you with your 0 fucks given, Sean. The one that I know I've told on InSaNiTy before, the time when Dad and I took you out for your birthday dinner and they were standing in your apartment as they just had this massive farty shit 2 feet away from us. It was honestly, it was like a Seinfeld scene if Seinfeld had that kind of humor. It was like you went into the washroom and I think I heard like the clinking of the belt or whatever, and then Dad's just like, "Do you think Sean will like his present?" I'm like, looking right straight at him. Yeah, I think he will. We both know what we've just heard.
Neither of you just both refusing to acknowledge at all.
Yes. No, I think I like his present. Where did you get it? It's on sale at Canadian Tire. Oh, okay.
Oh. In between every sentence, just.
I don't even know.
It's like, how is he shitting so much?
How did all that steak go through him that fast?
Man, hearing stories like that really makes me miss MMC Retro.
MMC Retro. Well, there are more episodes in the works. I don't know if you caught that announcement, well, a while ago now. But
I didn't hear you say that, but
I am in the process of putting together more episodes of that. I've got about 30 or so in the can. The plan is to have a full year's worth ready to go in advance. So 52 episodes, and then I'm going to post them all one a week.
The final season.
Well, probably won't be the final season, but I'll definitely take a break after doing all those.
Are you doing DVD again for it or no?
Which no, probably not.
Oh man.
Well, mainly because the DVDs that I didn't really sell particularly well. They just seemed to be more trouble to make than it was worth.
Oh, yeah.
So I figured, okay, if there wasn't as much interest as I was initially led to believe by the amount of demand I got for them, then, well, I just won't bother. And the other,
I get that.
Yeah, and the other reason was because it was just such a pain in the ass to make them. I tended to be really, really late.
I still say you should go to the companies that will print them on demand for you, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
That's up to you, man. Like, you know, all you do is just, it's not as much money, but you don't have to do any of the work, right?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
But also, I would have to charge more for them that way, which I didn't really want to do. I was already charging quite a bit for them.
Well, I mean, it worked well for Luke with his Batman marathons.
Well, I might. I've been toying with the idea of making them available in some kind of downloadable form, like just basically make the actual DVD files available for download, so at the same quality that you would have got on the DVDs, and then just all the materials so you can print your own, basically.
And I think most people digitize their DVDs anyway.
Yeah. So that way, well, and with high-speed internet and everything now, it's not unreasonable for people to download 4.5 gigs, for a DVD. That's like the equivalent of one movie in a torrent or something, So
yes.
So it's actually become a feasible possibility. So I might offer the old DVDs again that way for like $5 each or something instead of the 20 or 25 that they were in physical form. And then if there's sufficient interest, I might make new volumes available in that format as well. And then if people want to put them on a DVD, they can put them on a DVD. They'll have all the materials included, covers and everything. So.
Yeah. Well, I think they're just cool to look at. Like, I love looking at stuff from my friends, like wishing that I had the ability to create stuff like that.
Sure.
And, the retro stuff is just so cool because we all at one point or another walked around with the camera because we all wanted to do this, but you're like the only one that never stopped walking around with the camera.
That's true. Yeah. No, I've got quite a lot of material still to mine that I haven't gone through yet. So.
Hey, I can do another tribute now that there's going to be more episodes.
There you go. Well, I think we should probably call it a night here, guys. I got a shit ton of filming to do. Halloween starts tomorrow. I can't believe it's here already.
It's Halloween right now, technically.
Yeah, basically. But, so on my channel, I've got 5, possibly I've got 5, possibly 6 videos going up tomorrow. So, enjoy!
Wow, all in one day?
All in one day. Every day is going to have 4 or 5 videos a day, sometimes more, all through October. So,
well,
it's going to be a crazy month.
Yeah, that's crazy ambitious there, buddy.
Yep, that will mean over probably close to 150 videos by the time the month is done.
Ambition, nothing. Does that most of it done?
That's true. I do actually have a good chunk of it done already. I've been preparing for literally 2 months.
Well, that's true. I mean, you stopped everything else you were doing preparing for this.
Pretty much. If you wonder why I haven't been doing much else for the past few months, there's your answer. So enjoy.
Story by story reviews.
Yeah. You shut your whore mouth, Zach. I'll go and rewatch all the worst Halloween movies ever later and do them another time. For now, I'm reviewing other Halloween related things.
And there's Stranger Things to end the month with, so.
Among other things.
Among other things, yes.
I also can't wait for the last...
Yes, Stone Sour 8, who I don't even know how you're still here. I thought I'd blocked you years ago. Yes, there will be video game videos, about 60 or so, and there will also be about 60 or so movie review videos, and about a dozen or so other types of videos. So, yeah, there you go. Hope that answers your snarky question.
I can't wait for the next season of Walking Dead. And I also can't wait for that new Stephen King movie on Netflix, in addition to the one that just came out the other day. There are 2 new Stephen King movies on Netflix.
Wait.
One just came out, and one is coming out October 21st or something. 22nd.
Cool.
Because it's, what, is this 22?
It amazes me how The Walking Dead can still be going and still be relevant and still be good.
Well,
it's not just that it's good and relevant. It's it started out as a horror show, and it still very much is, but now it's more of a political show. But that's inherent in the actual.
Well, that's true. That is true.
You know,
I'll concede that.
Yeah. Alrighty. So we'll see y'all next week. Be the first Halloween season SNI. And, yeah.
I probably won't be here. We're doing Thanksgiving as a house dinner.
Okay. I did buy a turkey today, so
nice.
I'm going to enjoy turkey.
Yeah, and I probably won't be here for a while either.
Nothing.
Alrighty. Well, whoever's here next week, we'll see you here next week. And whoever isn't, well, we'll see you whenever we see you again sometime.
Why am I locked on Stout? I don't even click on him.
I don't know.
Just making it even more creepy. Seriously, my thing's been hung up on Stout all night. Stout, go away. Okay, I just locked on to Sean. Oh, for fuck's sake.
On that note, have a great week, everybody. Until next time, thanks for chatting, and sayonara.
Penis.
You got your weekly for fuck's sake from Cass.